Welcome to the Archetype podcast with your host Javi.
And Javi.
So today we have.
Oh, that caught him off guard, actually. He was laughing right there. I don't think he's ever heard that one before.
No, I'm not.
That's a real secret weapon right there, man.
Introduce yourself, man.
My name's Atzel Chavez.
Very government official. You have any nicknames? What do they call you on the field?
I got no nickname.
No nickname.
The sniper? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
How about we make a nickname for him right
Let's
now?
make a nickname.
I've gotten AC. I've gotten AC. Nickname back home is P.
Mm-hmm.
It originated from
P.
Peanut to P Nizzle
Okay.
to just P.
He was the original Pushing P.
Wow,
The original.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
True story.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna give you an introduction myself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This right here is our first NIL athlete for Archetype Athletic, and we're very blessed to have an athlete like him who showcases everything you need on and off the field. That right there is a true archetype. So, Atzel Chavez, I'm gonna call you AZ.
AZ?
I'm just gonna call you that, man.
Alright.
That's my nickname to you.
I messed with it.
I like AC.
AC?
AC is really nice.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah. What's your number?
14.
For AC 14.
Ooh.
Okay.
14
Ooh.
right there.
Is that the new discount code for you?
No, actually, tell them your discount
I-
code.
It is all caps. Atzel 218. So Atzel 218, ATZEL, number 2 and 18.
Okay, we'll keep it like right there.
So,
Put it right there.
Perfect.
So I kind of wanted to come out guns blazing.
uh,
Is there anyone on the team without naming?
Mhm.
You know, just maybe you can give us an instance. Maybe someone you butted heads with,
mhm.
kind of went at it in practice, and you never saw eye to eye.
I mean, it's bound to happen. It's football, you know, especially with the guys who are they're your age. The competitiveness and the atmosphere. It's very high tension and stuff. So yeah, there's always gonna be some clashing of heads. There's been instances like times where a safety would knock down a running back pretty hard, and then 2 plays later the running back runs over that same safety over.
Mhm.
So and then I can tell you recently.
Motivated though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That wasn't an
They
accident.
locked eye to eye that play, and they went at it, and it was a pretty good hit. I think everyone felt that, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I felt it on the sideline. And what's it called? This past Thursday, you know, they kind of like made the quarterbacks live, so it made it like kind of like thud and wrap around. So I kind of liked the way I got hit, so I got back up and I saw a linebacker. Like I didn't press him, but like I just went up to his face and like, what the heck was that? Blah blah. But everyone like got like surrounded and like kind of like broke. It wasn't like a huge fight either, but like I just my competitiveness, like what the heck, you know, like so. Got up next play.
Words were exchanged. You
Yeah.
let him know.
Yeah, it
Relax.
was a heated exchange, and then at the end though, you shake up, you love the guy up, you know, like just it's natural, you know, especially like it's 2 competitive guys going at it, you know, it's bound to happen.
It's the jitters. We get into it. Like,
We have to get into the flow
Yeah.
state. It's like Bruce Lee.
Look at the sky. Look down. Action.
So as I was saying, we have to get into it like Bruce Lee. You know how BruceLee has this like mentality.
Locked
Water,
in.
water is water.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard that?
No,
Move like water.
like water, like flow with it.
Yeah,
flow, yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
we
yeah.
actually used to have an old podcast 2 years ago. It might be 3 already.
No,
This
2 years
was-
ago.
Okay, 2 years ago. This was when we first started out doing what we're doing now, and the setup was okay compared to how we do it, how we structure it now. And that podcast was titled "Flow and Style."
Flow and style.
It only lasted about 2-3 episodes, but
3, yeah.
yeah, 3 episodes.
That's cool though.
We had players from where do we have? We had them from Brownsville,
Harlingen,
PSG.
Sherryland,
Oh,
PSG, yeah.
Yeah.
like a bunch of guys just together.
Yeah. Oh no, actually we had we would gather about 4 different athletes from each team,
Mm-hmm.
and we would have them talk about the game that was upcoming.
Oh, it's pretty cool. Like a pregame type of deal.
Type of
And
deal like that.
I can't even lie. I mean, we try to spark some controversy.
Really?
Some of the questions, you know.
biggest instigators or
Yeah, we
what?
were kind
we
of
were.
instigators
We were
at
in
some
the middle.
point. Like
Oh
pretty
my
much
God.
we'd be like, so if the other team's watching right now, What do you have to say? What do you have to say? But it better be mean. Please make it mean.
No.
The other team sees
back
it.
home they would like try to like do that same thing, but it's just like they're a really good team. You know, we're gonna try our best and stuff. Like you can't.
Yeah.
There's always gotta be that level of respect to the game. You know, like where you don't disrespect the game and you start talking down upon like other people and what they have, what they don't have, and what we have, and what we don't have. You know, you just take it like when we try our best. You know, we're gonna take it like play by play, day by day, game by game.
Okay. So I understand your humble approach, but when it's game time,
Well, it's game time. It's on. It really it's on. You know.
like,
Like,
you a shit talker. You can be honest.
I say what I like to think is respect the game will respect you.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been times where like I would run over a guy, and then the next play I would slide, and like we would just like heated exchange, like people they'd be talking like, why can't you just run the guy over? Try to go, because he was coming in full speed. Like I wasn't going full speed, to be honest. I was kind of see where I was at. I just slid, and like it was with a safety who went to Washington.
Really?
Yeah, like he went to Duke, flipped to Washington. So I was saying a bunch of stuff. I was just trolling on the field. And then,
Was there ever anyone that got under your skin with a specific comment? Maybe talking about a loved one, they did their research, something?
I think we blew out teams so bad they just didn't talk. In my senior year.
Yeah.
But there was times where like, I know Harlingen, they were I just didn't like the way they played. They were just like, they were too dirty. That's what I thought this past year. Like they'll rub your face mask. They're rubbing their face mask into my leg, like
Especially after the play, right?
yes, like in the dog piles, like they're rubbing their face mask into my leg, into my running backs. Like happened to it looked bad. They didn't call it. He's just like trying to get up. To my receiver, he had his back plate. They tackled him. His back plate was out. They get his like face mask, like the helmet, into his back, and like they just press into it. And we're like, dude, like come on.
When you're in the dog pile.
Yeah, like they had caught it, and then that tackled him, but they had like rubbed, like they had like just like inserted like the helmet into his back. It's like,
And I do see that a lot with Valley teams. Is that and I'm coming from the Valley itself. Yeah, they're extremely aggressive, especially in the dogs pile. Like you have even a Valley team going against another Valley team. The dog pile is going to be extremely aggressive.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I've only played San Benito, Harlingen multiple times, and those are the only two Valley teams that I can remember that I played that were really like, they're just aggressive. They're well coached, but they're just that, I don't know if it's from the area, but like they have something that I feel like, I mean, Laredo sometimes we don't, but we have that aggression. Like there's like South was good with that, Alexander. It's usually, I think it comes from like, can I say racial stuff? Like it's just like the Mexican. I think like anywhere you go, but especially like where I've seen like
That's not even bad. That's not
like
even a bad
Mexicans, like I think like Hispanic people have like that sort of aggression to them, you know, and like
I agree with you, and I think a lot of it has to do is because I feel like this Valley, and we've talked about this before, but the Valley has just this certain stigma. They have something to prove. So I think it comes from a lot of aggression as well.
Yep.
Like, we have to, especially if we're playing like a team that's not from the Valley, we're being more aggressive.
like up north, or, like
Yes.
San Antonio, or
Yeah.
We
Corpus.
definitely have a specific stigma that keeps on sticking. At Valley teams, they play a team out of town, and they never win.
And in Laredo, that's how it was. No Laredo team has passed the third round.
Really?
And we witnessed it yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, every single Valley team that was in the playoffs lost. Every single one went
It
outside.
happens, man.
We also had one team that was up by 3 touchdowns. Brownsville.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Against Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw
Up
that.
by 3 touchdowns.
18, I think the 18-point comeback. That's what it was.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That won, I think 38-35 or something like that.
Yeah, and overtime.
Crazy.
Isn't Laredo considered the Valley too, though?
There's controversy between that. One time I made a post. I was up in a
I'll
visit.
be honest, it's not.
It isn't.
I don't believe it is.
It really isn't. But I was young. It was probably my junior year. I didn't really like think of what I was posting. I was up went to a visit at Rice. I was with my lineman and one of my DNs, they're taking a picture with Coach Regalado, who's now in Rice, UTRGV, running by Coach, and I'm like representing the Valley, and it's because Coach, he's from Zapata. So like I put representing the Valley, and then one of the like reporters said, Laredo's not the Valley.
Oh, a reporter was digging at you.
No
from
way.
Laredo. like they
Like, you're from my hometown.
exactly.
Cheer me on.
And then some other person that we knew said, I totally agree with what she said, or Laredo's not part of the Valley. So I'm like, damn, I think I deleted the post. I'm not too sure if I deleted it or I left it there. I was like, damn, my own people, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
But that is my mistake of representing the Valley.
Well,
'Cause
doesn't Laredo have the area code 956 as well?
They do. I know they were 210 before 956 though.
Oh, so considered San Antonio.
Laredo is just Laredo, man.
I think it's just in the middle of both
Both,
cities. Yeah, like both counties.
2 hours away from each city.
Yeah, that's true.
What's the difference between Laredo and here?
We got a lot of 6A teams in Laredo, but I would say just more of the size. There's more. I mean, Laredo is probably Edinburgh, and half of McAllen together.
Really?
A little, like very partial, but it's not that big, but it's not that small. But what's it called? Like here, I literally just went down the street from Edinburgh. Literally went 5 miles down south, and I was in McAllen. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, like when I'm 5 miles, I'm just in middle of Laredo. You know, like I'm going from north to middle. I think the culture is still kind of the same. People in Laredo are nice, but I do think the Valley has better food.
Oh yeah.
Past like
Okay, I'm gonna have to agree on that one for sure.
we have one restaurant. I mean, I didn't go to a lot of restaurants in like Laredo. Like I like my parents cooking, my family's, but
I mean, who doesn't love home cooked meals?
that's
bro?
true.
Yeah.
That's true. Can't have to go back home for that.
Yeah.
Break's coming up, so I'm definitely gonna be there with my family in some pozole. Oh, tamales. Oh, I can't. I can't.
He's reminiscing right now. He looked up and everything.
Oh, yeah, it's because it's been a long time.
Yeah. I bet.
It's literally almost been like a year, since like tamales and like the home the holiday food, you know. But I just think that the Valley has better food.
I will say I have to agree with that because I've lived in quite a few places, different states and all that. So nothing's like the Valley. I mean, in my opinion, not even just the food. I mean, the culture itself. I'm completely biased, of course, but every time you come down here, there's everything. I mean,
Yeah, I think the Valley is
not much to say.
very like everyone's like together. Like everyone's like got each other's back too. I think in Laredo we have each other's back, but like it's just the Valley has some sort of like we all use the word stigma.
Yeah, I guess so.
What's it called? Like where y'all just like y'all have each other's back. Like with the Valley, especially when a team from the Valley goes in the playoffs, y'all are there for each other.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, there was this one specific instance to where we really saw that from our own eyes when 2 years ago the PSG North Raiders, that was Atzel's year.
Yeah.
They went to round 4, and that's when they played Miller, Corpus Christi Miller.
They played Miller or they played Smith Valley?
No, it was Miller.
It was Miller. Yeah, they
it was
played
2
Miller.
years ago.
And the whole Valley showed up. I mean, their side was more packed than the home side.
It's true.
It was ridiculous.
because they were the only Valley team remaining, and it was packed, man. Packed.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah.
tons of people from Bears. I mean, the whole student section from Raiders showed up.
Really? They travel well?
Yeah, they traveled for that game. I mean, people wanted to witness history because no Valley team had gone past round 4.
They
and
win?
No, they lost it. But it came down to
came down
like
to
kind
the
of how
wire.
yesterday
I
was.
think they lost by 5 points that game.
Yes.
They had an opportunity at the end with like a minute left.
Yeah.
Ale, I believe, got sacked twice. Yeah, it was up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think one of the coolest things of that we're seeing right now in the Valley is that the kids that are coming up, they feel like they're standing for more now. I think since football is growing a lot more, and especially with UTRGV introduced, and I mean you have a D1 college here now,
Yeah, I mean,
so
imagine, I mean, for instance, like there's Jamal Pauly, Jackson Shoot, Danny, the twins. The twins, you got all them playing in your backyard, man. Like, I mean, it's really like if we had done Laredo, like, man, I would want to be there, you know? Like, I want to be that hometown hero. I want to be that guy who not necessarily made it out, man. Like, and it wasn't literally down the road too.
Yeah.
You know, I think it motivates them now a little more. Coaches go to the games and stuff, and I mean, they're winning too.
Yeah.
They are winning. I think the Valley, I think this is one of their best years.
Mhm.
I mean, that I really pay attention to. Valley did really good. PSJ Bears did really good.
Mhm.
Los Fresnos did pretty good.
Yeah, they
too.
did really good too. I think they were 10-2, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know they lost in
I
Buda.
can't fact check.
And Buda beat United.
Jamie,
So-
can you pull that up?
Yeah.
Nah, that's a Joe Rogan thing. But,
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. We got Julian behind
Boom.
in the background.
Sam Prods.
But what about the pressure
Pressure about what?
about being the quarterback for the UTRGV?
The pressure is really a privilege. No, I think in Laredo, a lot of eyes were upon me
Mm-hmm.
going into my senior year, especially because I committed so early.
Mhm.
I committed August 1st. July 31st.
So you went the whole season already knowing you were committed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
in my head, I want to be worried about like who's watching. Like, I mean, in my head, I want to produce numbers. I want to produce like wins, numbers. I mean, the stats will come with the wins.
Right.
You know, so if you perform well, you win. Right. So I mean, that's my mentality I was going into. I didn't want to be like distracted. It was this coach here, and has this coach texting me. So and then UTRGV was really a really good place. I liked Coach Bush's vision when like this coming year and what he wanted and what he told me. You know, I mean, he said more on my visit, but I mean, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Tell me how that went. How was the actual experience when UTRGV contacted you, the first visit? What did he tell you?
So actually, it started spring of my junior year.
Okay.
So they announced, I think during the fall, that UTRGV was building a new program. To be honest, I didn't really think much of it.
Mhm.
I didn't think I was gonna be like even like close. Like I don't know. I don't even know. I have no connections over there. I've never been to a camp. I know nobody there.
Yeah.
But since they're a new program, they have a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? So they went to almost every single high school in the
Really?
state of Texas. Yeah, I think I don't know if it was 500 plus, 300 plus. To be honest, I don't remember. But I believe it was 4 coaches: Coach McDonald, Coach Bowen, Coach Gamble, and Coach Bush. Coach Bush showed up late spring. One of those late spring practices. We were already done with pads, but we were just practicing. We did weights, and then we went to the field. He actually went to go watch me throw. Didn't say a word to me though.
Really?
No, it's just there was arms crossed with that stern look he has all the time.
Yeah.
Did he have a cap on?
No cap.
No cap.
No, I
Did
saw.
he have a hoodie like the one you're wearing?
No. He,
No, not an archetype one, but pretty much like I see a lot of coaches wear those type of hoodies.
No,
or like a
he's
quarter zip.
wearing a polo. He's wearing polo and some shorts.
Okay.
Typical
Oh,
coach
yeah,
fit,
yeah,
you know.
sure.
Yeah.
But so he watched me and then watched our team against air. So we were running like offense, we were running our plays against air, and they just dipped right after.
Really?
Then I still worked to my head coach. None of the coaches really just dipped.
Mhm.
Well, we saw them leave. We're like, oh, well,
Mm.
there goes our chance.
Yeah.
So I didn't think much of it.
You felt bad about that?
Well, I'm like damn, like I saw him like watch me throw,
Mhm.
and he was there for my whole individual period of watching me like quarterback individual drills. But like I was thinking like, this guy gonna talk to me? Is he like what's gonna
Did it make you nervous?
No, yes and no. It to be honest, yeah, it did. I'll be honest, but it didn't like it made me play better if anything, because we did 7-on-7. I was just heaving, like I was just throwing bombs.
Right.
And what's it called? June 1st, Texas State camp.
Mm-hmm.
We're honestly, be so honest with y'all, I want to go to Texas State.
Mm-hmm.
My sister goes up there, and it's really nice. Coaches are really, really cool up there. But I wasn't thinking much of UTRG.
Right.
Coach Bush stuck around. He's wearing a polo and a cap, actually, and some sunglasses. He watched me do my 40, and then I shook his hand before the camp. Like, hey, I remember you, blah blah, blah. And go to the whole individual circuit. he watched me every single drill. So like mid camp, they go to like a 2 minute and 1 minute break before we go to 1-on-1s.
Mm-hmm.
Come up to me, liked what he saw. He's like, well, I like what I see. Get your folks to me after the camp. In my head, I kind of like already knew like what I could offer, and I was like, okay, I still gotta play my ass off. Like you know, 1-on-1s is a really big part in like in the camp during the camp, because that's when you show off your ball placement, your timing with receivers you never thrown to. So that's how fast you're able to
Yeah, I mean, there's no chemistry.
to adjust. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And like you get some like really good guys, and sometimes you get like guys who like are not good. So you gotta make the most out of it. And so after camp, talks to me, hey man, we like you. I actually was a PWO, a preferred walk on. I want to offer you a preferred walk on. Okay, he's like, if you do good this season, it could potentially turn into a scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
So I played my butt off. He said he's like, go up to my second game against Marshall, and actually really good. And he said he'll let me know after the game. Well, I don't know if I was after the game, but he was like, I'll let you know after the game if like how I do, and I'll let you know what I do. I asked him like, so coach, what do you think? I did like 4 touchdowns and rushed for 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so what do you think? He's like,
You blew that team up?
yeah, it's like 35-14.
Okay.
It was alright.
Yeah.
I mean, we just did what we had to do.
Yeah, of course.
But I texted him, and he was like, played really good. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll let you know later. So I'm like, this guy is like, I can tell you after the game. And what's it called? The season goes by. We beat his former team. It's a It was a shootout. It was basically the United's offense versus John Jackson, which is our running back, my teammate now. Crazy baller. And I think it was 62-59 was the score.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a
It was
game.
a really crazy game. I think for like 400 and went from like, I don't know how many pass attempts I made, but I know how like about like 50 yards rushing just from like those broken plays. But yeah, that was crazy. And then Harlingen shows up. Coach Bowen actually went to our game. That happened. Didn't say a word to us. It's because it was a close game. I think we were losing 14-0 halftime, I think. And so we're like, fuck, like this guy just left, and like we did pretty bad. It wasn't bad. We were just struggling on offense, and season goes by. Play Westlake, but actually produced really good numbers by that time. San Benito was a huge stat boost. I went like 17 for 20, like 6 TDs or 7 TDs passing.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they got you noticed right there.
Yeah. So, I mean, San Benito was good. San Benito was good, but they were hyping up their defense so much that year. And there's been times where like the previous year they were really good, but this year they were saying like they're like one of the best defenses. Like, in the valley.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think they barely beat Harlingen. So we were going like, are they really that good? So yeah, we aired it out on them. Fabian Garcia, who's also my teammate now, ran all over us. He did really good. Westlake, Coach Bush is there with his wife, the Alamo Dome.
What was the score for that game?
Like 60 or to like 7-14. It was bad.
Really?
Yeah, like they put their JV team in like
Oh man.
second half.
So what goes through your mind when you're
I broke my
getting-
collarbone.
Oh, really?
I broke my collarbone on the
What
fourth
quarter?
drive. The fourth drive of the game.
Fourth drive. So that's
Fourth
probably
drive of the game.
Fourth drive of the game.
First quarter.
First quarter.
Wow.
And I'm in the training room. He's like, "You did really good. We're gonna offer you a scholarship."
So it was that day you broke your collarbone.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm in the sling.
Did you score off of those fourth drives? No.
They played really aggressive, and then once they saw I got hurt, they kind of like eased off. But their offense did it. Their JV team was all over us.
Wow.
So yeah, that was the story. It is a long story, but that's all of it.
Well, going back to the scouts,
Mhm.
there's this one player we went to go watch. He had 5 UTRGV scouts at that game. And I introduced myself to them. I said hello, and I was asking them about the players because I think they were watching 2 of them. It was this one guy named Claudio Torres, and another lineman that played both ways. He was a big boy.
From
Oh,
St.
yeah.
Joseph's?
Yes,
St. Joseph.
I think
Yeah,
he's like
I
what
know.
6'6".
He's huge. He's
Yeah, that
really
guy's
huge.
massive.
Yeah.
I've seen him in person. I want the guy to be.
Yeah.
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 Be protecting me.
Well, you heard it here. Come to
If
UTRGV.
he flips from UTEP, yes, I would gladly.
Oh,
take
he
him.
already committed somewhere else?
Yeah, he committed UTEP. I kept tabs on him. I wanted to see like.
Mm-hmm.
He said he wanted to stay close to home, but UTEP was also really like cool with him and stuff.
Right.
I mean, if he wants to come to a undefeated team so far,
Hey, undefeated. That's true.
we're undefeated. UTEP, I don't know how they're doing. I don't know if they're doing good. I know
But I'm sure they're not undefeated.
That's true. So if you want to come, the door's still wide open. So just hit up Coach Bowen. Let
Yeah,
us
and
know.
there's one player, Claudio Torres. I'm sure we've talked about this with you before.
Mhm.
I just wanted to refresh it. 5 touchdowns. I mean,
The running back, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, he plays running back
He
and
goes both ways.
receiver. Yeah.
What's his name? Is it number 5? No.
Number 10, no?
10.
Yeah, number 10. He was ranked number 3 in the state for a time being.
Yeah.
For the
I'm not
tax?
sure. I'm not sure his rank now,
Yeah.
but he was ranked number 3 in the state of Texas.
Was it touchdowns?
For touchdowns?
Yeah.
No. Like,
Or was it
it was
actual?
overall.
Overall?
Overall, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for his
St.
position.
Joseph, St. Joseph's a really good school. Shout out to my coach, Coach Drew Soto. Yeah, my dog. He was there at my quarterback coach's QB camps.
Mhm.
We actually had it in Brownsville.
Yeah.
At
Really?
St. Joseph's. That's why I kind of like know so much, a little bit about it. So we talked. That's where I met Claudio. What's
Yeah.
his name? I met him. Like I saw him running on the track. Like damn. who's
Yeah, I don't
that?
think he's committed yet.
No, yeah, he is.
He committed to UTRGV?
No, to UTEP.
Oh, really? Him
Yeah.
too?
No, the lineman.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I'm
lineman.
talking about Claudio. Because, I mean, I saw the scouts there, but I'm not sure if he's committed anywhere yet.
Claudio's the receiver.
The receiver, yeah.
Yeah, I know a couple of coaches that weren't there. They were telling me that's in maybe at the.
Number 2 in Texas,
Number-
17th in the nation.
Number 2 in Texas, 17th in the nation.
Wow.
He's a dog. We
Yeah.
went to go see him, and I mean, me and Javi were
Is he a
extremely
sophomore or
biased
junior?
about it.
No, he's a senior.
He's a senior.
That was his senior.
Yeah.
I think
Is he tall?
in
Well, no, he's actually like what?
5'10",
Like
5'11".
5'10", 5'11",
Yeah,
but
we
dude,
have-
he's fast, bro.
We have some receivers like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
try to get him on board.
Tony's like
It's like 5'10".
5'10".
5'11", 5'10", yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, this guy was different. On the field, this is where we talked about our last podcast is why I love cocky players.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this guy was just, this is my field, my stadium,
yeah.
my people,
There's
my
a-
game.
Wasn't you telling me like he ran across the field just to go?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it went straight to
yeah.
our camera.
Yeah.
It was straight, it was like, okay, so obviously you see the 50, and
Mhm.
I mean you're in the middle.
Yeah.
I think he broke out for about 50, 60 yards that play. So he was on the left side, where all the way on the hash,
Mm-hmm.
where the actual numbers are at, and then he's going straight, and he sees us, like he turns his helmet, sees us, runs straight towards us,
Oh
like
my
cuts
God.
across, straight towards our camera, and
In a game, I cannot. I'm like just so always like I'm getting to the end zone like no matter what, just go straight or something like. That's crazy. I mean that's
Yeah.
it's a ballsy move right there.
I
It's
know,
pretty
yeah.
though.
nah, they weren't catching him that play.
Nah.
They were
He
not-
broke like 3 people on that play. We had
Yeah,
the
it was
video.
insane.
Baller.
Yeah, dude, how are you feeling though? Like, cause next year's gonna be the first official season. So going against other D1 schools, like, do you feel nervous in any way? Do you feel confident?
I mean, yes. I mean, still no official rosters and stuff still hasn't came out, but I mean, we play against D1 guys
Mhm.
every day too. You
Yeah.
know, like don't or they say can't disclose any information about how our defense is, but I know they're pretty damn good.
Mhm.
And especially with the guys who are coming in right now that they have in mind, they're gonna make the offense better and they're gonna make the team better. And I think we will be prepared for this coming season. And we haven't played down as since seniors,
Mhm.
since we've been in high school since high school. But these are grown men we're going against.
Yeah.
And it's a different ball game. But if you take what they're telling you and what you buy in, you should be good.
Hmm.
You know, those guys who are like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, they don't know what they want. That's when you get beat. You
Right.
have to be fully bought into the program, with their strength to the strength part, strength conditioning to the football part, even with academics and off the field.
Who do you have the most chemistry with on offense? Like, who's your guy? That's what I'm
My
asking.
guy?
Like, you know that guy's gonna help you out when you need
Tony Diaz, man.
Tony Diaz.
Yeah, man. They call him the boogeyman.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. That's what they say. That's what they say they call him. But
And now you're AC-14.
AC-14.
AC-14 and the boogeyman.
No, he is really, he's different, and he's.
Yeah.
I want to go throw routes with him during the summer before we actually got down there, and coming from Laredo, guys, so I could probably wait a little bit and hold on to it and lead him. No, you gotta get the ball fast, man, because I know I have a strong arm, but this guy I was just trying to hold it to the 40 and make him run I was trying to throw 60 maybe 70, but he even outran that, and you have to slow down. So he's fast, really good route runner, man. He understands the game, so it's cool. It's eye opening to see what's out there. Imagine the guys who are out there in FBS level 2.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Wow, man. I'm excited to see how the season turns out, dude. Because you guys are gonna have the field there in the HB Park, right?
Yeah. Now it's called Robert and Janet Vacker Stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really big. I know they're big, very, very big donors.
Yeah.
They named the stadium after them, so it's really cool. They're making renovations right now to it. We actually tried stopping by to it this morning.
Really?
Yeah, me and the other quarterback, Aiden. So we tried going in, but it was closed.
Mm.
But it looks like they're renovating it, so
Yeah.
there's definitely work being done.
That's the biggest stadium we have here, besides the Bird Ogden, and that's looking like it's gonna be a great turnout.
Yeah, it's gonna be live.
I'm excited.
It's really gonna be something.
Yeah.
We're thinking about a few years into the future to where there's maybe a Pac-12 team or just
Coming down?
Yeah, coming down.
It's possible. It really is. But if we're playing a big school like that, they'll probably be paying us to be.
Yeah, that's true.
play
That's true.
over there.
But you never know.
That's true.
I mean, it would, if they came to some sort of agreement, it would drive ticket sales ridiculous
heck
for
yeah.
that game.
Heck yeah.
It's the traffic. Wow. Oh my God.
You think it's gonna be bigger than the PSJ Stadium?
I mean, we are. I mean, you've been to our stadium, have you? The PSJ one?
Yeah,
I mean, we're blessed to have probably, in my opinion, the best stadium in the Valley.
It's a really nice stadium. Yeah.
That stadium is ridiculous.
I know.
So, we have a big project coming very soon. Actually, I think they're about to start production on it.
I think it's the biggest project we've probably done up until this point.
Mm-hmm. And actually, before we tell you it, we had so many people throughout the past. Every time we go to events, do you guys have a shop? Do you have a shop? Where can we find you guys?
Hold up, Javi. Are you saying that we're about to build a shop?
That's correct. We're about to build a shop.
That is right, guys. You guys are about to see a shop here in the Valley very soon, with the grand opening also announcing our first NIL athlete.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys are interested in that, we'll be posting more. It's about to start construction on it, and we'll be giving hints here and there. And let us know what you would like to see in the shop.
Yeah, it's going to be the first project. So it's going to be the first shop that we have, and it's not going to be anything too crazy. People aren't going to expect and walk into the mall or anything, anything too crazy, 2 stories.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's something that we feel very excited to do. We feel very blessed that we have the opportunity to do something like this, especially here in the Valley. And, yeah, I mean, first it's going to have a showroom, a studio, and pretty excited, yeah.
It'll be a beautiful place to go and grab your clothing. I mean, we might have events there, athletes going. It'll be just. Sorry.
Say it.
Nah, I lost my train of thought. I didn't know what I was gonna say, to be honest. Let me just cut it there. We'll cut it where you finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by then you'll be seeing pretty faces in the front. As soon as you walk in, you'll either have me, Javi, Atzel, but and even Duke. Duke will probably be there then too. Yeah.
But we cannot show you guys Duke.
Yeah.
Duke does not appear on the camera.
Duke has a non-disclosure of we cannot show him at all.
Duke might not even be a person. It might just be
An object, a thing.
a thing. Yeah. Is that correct, Duke? Just nod your head. Oh,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I think
He
that's
also
correct.
speaks a different language.
All right. Yeah.
So what do you think about the shop right there?
It's a big step. I think in the Archetype Athletic clothing, it's a really big step. Now, you're gonna have your pop-up shops where you can get out there. You have your social media. but now you have your actual own place.
Mhm.
And I think it's gonna be a place where everyone can connect, where you don't have to travel so far. You don't have to go to a 7-on-7 tournament. You don't have to go to a football game to meet these awesome dudes, or you can just see them at a store.
Yeah.
You know, like where you have the clothing, you take pictures with the clothes, you know, see what you like, and it's really cool.
And I have to ask you because I see the long sleeve you're wearing,
Mm-hmm.
the long sleeve you're wearing, the shirt that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
I mean, is that going to be at the shop?
I was waiting for you to ask that question, actually. You know, the whole podcast, I was like, when is he going to ask me? So I'm glad you asked. Because this right here is a new A1 long sleeve
Mm-hmm.
that me and Atzel have on. This right here is
Yes,
the
sir.
Vapor. How do you feel about this product right here?
It hugs my body. I feel like I can sleep with it. I can sleep in it. I can go out in it. I can work out in it. You know, it's very versatile, and it's really nice. The material is really nice. I've actually never worn anything close to this, to be honest.
Really?
Yes, and these shorts are really nice too. You know, I heard y'all it's like a new material.
Yeah.
that
Yes,
y'all
that's
use.
the first time we've actually used that material right there.
Yeah.
And we actually call it the training,
The four-way training
the
set.
four-way training.
Four-way
Yeah,
training,
sorry.
four-way training.
I apologize. There's just so much at this point.
Yeah.
Four-way training right there. And I mean, that's, in my opinion, the perfect material for squats.
Yeah,
Anything squats, anything dealing with your
It
legs.
doesn't restrict you at all. It doesn't rise up. Nothing. It's loose. You know, if you want to just chill at your house,
Mm-hmm.
you want to go take a stroll,
Mhm.
to the mailbox or something. These are like perfect shorts.
And, you know, I know a lot of kids are watching, but I don't like to keep it too PG. I mean, you can even free ball in them, and you're just going
That's why I didn't want to say it. Because I know we had talked about it and stuff, but
You should have asked Duke if that was okay.
Duke, is that good? But yeah, I mean, what would you say? I know right now we haven't given you too much product yet.
Mhm.
Or you do have a package coming pretty soon,
Yeah,
right?
we do have a package coming.
Yeah. Completely tailored to you. And what would you say up until this point is your favorite, you know, product? If you had to just pick one, shirts or shorts.
So it started getting cold,
Mhm.
as you can tell. What's it called? The joggers.
Yeah.
Joggers are really nice. They're thick, but they're not too thick where you sweat in them.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just right in my opinion. I mean, it's nice. It fits me really well. You know, joggers. You know, as I want to say as a tall person, because I know people have like worse issues and stuff, like being tall. Like I'm just like 6'2". You know, like but being like a tall person, like it's not too short on me. Like it's not like it doesn't rise up on my ankles. It doesn't like sag. I had to like put them down so they can like go to my ankles. They fit perfect. And, you know, this time of the year.
What do you prefer, a hoodie or a zip up? A pullover or a zip?
No pullover. I think a zip up is like very versatile.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You know, you can use it as like a fashion statement. You can like show off the Archetype logo,
Mhm.
and then you can zip it back up and have the Archetype logo
Interesting.
on your chest.
That's your favorite? You prefer that over a...
I prefer that.
Okay, because I was just having this conversation with my mom earlier, and she was asking me like, "Oh, I want to get you a jacket." And I was like, "Has to be a pullover." I was like,
Has to
"I
be a
actually
pullover?
don't like a zipper."
Like I like these. I wouldn't consider a pullover.
Mhm.
I would say like a shirt.
Yeah.
But like I will like hoodies are like sometimes like way too baggy.
Yeah.
It can make it look fat.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. So or if you're just cold, I mean, then that's the time.
I hear you.
They
Yeah.
have their
They have their moments, yeah.
There you go.
But I think since we're from the valley, I mean, we don't really need too much hoodies.
Yeah, I think one thing that we're excited to make actually is our first ever team that will be wearing our jerseys next year. There might be a couple others that might surprise you guys, but our first ever team is going to be the PSG North Raiders,
Mm-hmm.
That's
and all
crazy.
white.
And PSG Bears too.
Yeah, possibly.
Awesome.
Going into like the football world, like what are y'all like? Are you like wanting to stay in the valley or like let's say all the valley teams have it? Are y'all wanting to expand or?
Of course, I think it would be expanded before all valley teams had it, because at that point, I mean, if a handful of them have it, you're already reaching out to maybe Austin,
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio,
Laredo.
What? Huh?
Dallas,
I don't know.
Marshall, Prairie. Going
TSU
down.
ladies.
But yeah, I think at that point, I mean, I'm sure we might even get referred to other people, other coaches. You know, this one coach might be like, oh, these guys have insanely good product. And I actually met a coach yesterday that coached at Cedar Park.
That was the one that you were talking to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had seen our clothing, and we had a little chit chat and a
Like
new
that?
connection that could possibly
Yeah.
be, something. But yeah, he was a wide receiver coach, and he was just there enjoying the game.
Just there.
And I asked him, I was like, "Are you scouting?" And he's like, "Nah, we're not in right now."
Just probably supporting.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just said he really wanted to watch the game. He didn't know who was gonna win, but he was very interested in the game.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, I think before anything we do plan on expanding though. I mean, we don't want to just be from the valley. Of course, we love our valley because they've showed us the most amount of support. But I think at the end of the day, we do want to see Archetype more than just in Texas, more than just in the valley. I mean, if we see it national, I mean, that would be a blessing to us. So, of course, we do want to work to get there. And I think the jerseys are a big step to get us to, reaching out to more schools and seeing our logos
What's
in
like the
different places.
material of it? Like, is it more of like a dry fit? Is it obviously it's be dry fit, but like is it like a heavy dry fit, like thin, skin tight?
On the jersey specifically,
Mm-hmm. Or
It
is it based off like what the coach wants?
it's based off it's pretty much what the coach wants, but obviously we'll recommend to him what we prefer, which we do go with 3 different options, and we have mock-ups that we also show them, and they'll have their player try it on, and if the player likes it, he likes it. If the coach likes it, he likes it. If it's a good price point. I mean, there's many to it other than just trying on a jersey and be like, yeah, we'll go with you.
Yeah.
I mean, we also have other competitors that are out there, trying to maybe take a client from us, or we're trying to take a client from them. I mean, it's just, it's business at the end of the day. But as long as the coach likes it, it's comfortable, gets here on time, and it's pretty much it.
Yeah, but on the short-term goal, one of the things that we are going to introduce are like mouthpieces and accessories.
Really?
Yes.
Like headbands or like
We do want- everything.
Everything.
Arm sleeves, headbands, mouthpieces.
shiesty?
What's that?
Shiesty?
We did think about it, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like how Nike does it, all black and just have it right.
I think we're definitely going to have, when it comes to football next year, we're going to make limited edition drops for stuff like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just something to where,
Like
if
some
the dogs
scrunch-
want to get them,
some
the dogs
scrunch.
want to get them.
Some scrunch
Scrunch
socks,
socks?
yeah. I saw Next Trend just started doing that too.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
We thought about it, yeah. But before anything, probably just the mouthpieces. The first thing we're gonna
Some
do.
gloves.
Oh yeah, the gloves, of course, too. Yeah.
And I will say, I mean, obviously I'm going to be biased here because it is our company and, it's our clothing at the end of the day. But, I mean, I'll put my reputation, my honor, and I'm sure he will do the same, that we don't half-ass anything when it comes to what these coaches are asking for. I mean, I've seen what other companies are giving these high school coaches, and they're giving them the bottom of the barrel. When it comes to the material, I mean, their jerseys, you can tell with this one specific school, I don't want to call anybody out, but they have a darker colored jersey, and when the players put it on, it stretches and the material fades. You can see the fade in the color through the photos and even in person, and that's just it's bad on the company that sold it to them, but they're bigger name companies, so they get away with things like that.
Yeah, of course. No one's actually gonna look into it and say, "Oh, Nike has the worst product because of that."
I mean, I'm sure Nike will give Duncanville or Westlake the greatest of the greatest, but when it comes to a school down here, they're kind of just like, you have my leftovers.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's
that's-
just business at the end of the day.
Yeah,
That's the
of
way they
course.
run it. So, of course, they're going to do their thing. But I think since we're barely starting off, we're able to provide schools like that higher material for the same price in a way. And we don't want to talk too much about that. But at the end of the day, I just think that what we have to offer for these schools that get overlooked is they're going to get our top tier, just like how Westlake would get the top tier of
Yeah.
Nike or something like
Yeah,
that.
and to you people out there, I put my reputation on the line. You will see next year with the teams that are wearing our jerseys. Go stand next to a player wearing our jersey and next to a player that isn't, and you will see. I am not lying when I tell you our jerseys will be better in every single way possible.
That was
Confident.
that was beautiful, man.
It is beautiful. I mean, I've held both jerseys, our jerseys, their jerseys. I mean, dude, it's legit. It's like an NFL jersey right there.
When you first tried on our product, the first time you ever came here, what were your initial thoughts? I know we've asked you before, but what were your initial thoughts?
I mean, going into like the session, like when I take pictures and stuff, I personally thought like, first time I've seen it a lot. Isn't my head had either two things: is it gonna be really good, or it's gonna be really like just it's half-assed.
Yeah.
And that getting to know y'all, like y'all do nothing half-assed. Anything you do, you know, you take your time. You know what you want, and if it takes 3-4 months, takes a year, it'll be 3-4 months. It'll take a year.
Appreciate it, man. You're giving us a lot of credit. Appreciate it.
It really that's what y'all really doing. That's what y'all preach. You know, being on time, being a man of y'all's word. You know, I think that's like one of the things that you don't get a lot in this world nowadays.
Right.
Is ownership and accountability. And I feel like I can count on y'all being on time or being very transparent with things. But going back to the clothing, I mean, it was really nice. You know, I've worn Nike, I've worn Under Armour, I've worn Adidas. Like it really does come close, and I really personal preference. I would take this and I like just because y'all show love to me, I like to show love by like y'all supporting this, and I might not do it if I don't like it either. You know, and I enjoy it. I enjoy these shorts, y'all's joggers. I only have two shirts that I have, which are these the A1s, y'all call them?
The A1s, yeah.
Like those are comfortable. I get a lot of compliments from it. So I mean, look good, play good, feel good.
Yeah.
Or is it look good, feel good, play good? There you go.
I think that's one
Yeah.
right there.
And you had that turkey drive. Was
Yes.
that today?
Uh-huh.
You were wearing those shorts.
Yes, I was.
Okay, I saw it in the photo.
They're
I
a
was like,
little,
okay,
they're-
nice.
I did shower.
Okay.
Shorts are a little dirty, but I want to show love. So
That's awesome, bro.
I
We
want to wear
appreciate
some other brand. You know, just come in.
Yeah, I did see the UTRGV when they posted the photo, and I was like, okay, those are our shorts. I mainly peeped it because the logo was covered when you were standing in the photo because there was a player right next to you.
Really?
But I saw the string, and I
Yeah.
was like, those
Those
are
are
my
the
shorts.
shorts.
Those are my shorts.
Yeah.
What about with the pants? Do you like the pants that already have the padding in it, or the ones that you manually insert?
Like a girdle, or like a.
Not sure because I remember I've had both to where one of them the pants already came with the padding in there, and the other one you have to manually insert every padding.
Well, most of them you have to manually insert, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
But I only manually input it for my knee pads. Always. I always had a girdle.
Yeah.
But coming to college football, like you have the option to wear a girdle, or you have the option to like actually insert the thigh pads and stuff. I really like the thigh pads.
Really?
It's not a lot of protection. It's just enough. But I mean, it feels like there's nothing there too. With the girdle, I feel like
Super tight, right?
yeah, I have these like big bulky legs. Like my hip pads are kind of like
Up there.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Nowadays, football players are getting away with wearing shorts. They don't even wear
Basically,
any
yeah.
pads.
No, man.
Going out there with just like I've seen people go out like with like this size of knee pads.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I saw a photo recently, and I think it was a high school player. He was a very good player. And right here, obviously, you know, he's supposed to have the knee pad around here. I mean, his thing was up here.
Yeah,
Like, he looked
it's-
like he was wearing
The
shorts.
game has changed dramatically. Yeah,
They wouldn't let that slide in my ears, to be honest.
probably not even. I saw the picture.
You think you know what I'm talking about?
And it's like you put you inside out, and then you like put them all the way up here, and then,
Yeah.
you put the pants on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how like guys go so far. Just like,
Yeah. And I know you saw his knee pad. That's why you were
yeah,
bringing it up.
it's super small.
Super small.
Like kind of refs just want something. In
Do
there.
they allow that in, I mean, college level?
I mean, depending on the refs, you can't. I mean, I can't speak for like conference or games because I don't know.
Yeah.
But like I know I've heard stories where like they're strict about it. Like
Yeah.
they had to be like right on your knee or like literally
Covering
right
the
there.
knee sometimes,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like in high school, I know that was a big deal. Like, if you don't have any knee pads, like you can't play at all. Like,
Yeah.
And if they catch you, it's like, yo, I don't know if they'll eject you or they might just like throw up like a flag. But you have to have something there.
I remember that.
And you can't have your back when you're showing. None of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not including you, who would you say on your team has like the best drip, the best energy? Like you're
Best
like this guy's
energy-
always looking sharp.
Energy and drip or just drip?
Okay, if you have two different players and name that, but if there's one specific.
So I think the receivers have like the receivers and corners have to be like the drippiest, and like the corners are very energetic. They're very corners and safeties those are the guys who bring the juice every day.
Yeah.
Receivers, they're like sign killers.
Mm.
Like they have the ball. You get the ball in their hands, they'll make some plays. But I think our two outside receivers are really, really nice with what they wear.
Mhm.
Again, we don't. I mean, if their mentality is like look good, feel good, play good,
Yeah.
then that's what they run by. But I mean, I think they just naturally go with it. And they just look good doing it. I mean, I don't want to sound like.
I hear you.
What is a football accessory that you just think looks dumb?
It looks dumb. I would say, I don't know. Might create some controversy there, but where it's too much scrunch socks, like too much.
Really?
Oh.
Yes.
What is a scrunch sock?
It's like it's the way it sounds. You scrunch it. Their socks that
Okay,
look scrunched
Like
up.
too much, or like whenever you add way too much
Yeah.
and stuff. Sleeves, depending how you wear them. I wore a sleeve. I wore the forearm sleeves, and then I would wear like an actual sleeve,
Mm-hmm.
or I would just wear a full sleeve and just like, 2 wristbands. But always have to wear a wristband. Always.
I'll say me personally that I think I understand why they wear it because it does look cool, but when they wear multiple leg bands,
Oh,
Mm.
okay, yeah. You gotta be. I know Overshown from he was at Texas and now he's the Cowboys. He would wear $1,000,001 armbands.
Really?
You know, I'm telling. Was it the arm or leg? I think both. Or...
he's worn it. It's to the arm, but you're talking about the linebacker.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
he's a
crazy,
speedster.
but he's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you can do that, you play really good. But if you do it and just you're not good.
you're a Cowboys fan,
No,
no?
Denver Broncos.
He shook his head a little aggressive like that.
It's I don't want to be associated with them. No, Cowboys fans.
So you're one of those Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
I remember when that video first came out,
Russell,
man.
man.
I was everywhere. This whole time with the Broncos, everywhere. Did you like Russ?
I thought it was a good decision,
Mhm.
and then Sean Payton was there too. But I mean, things happen for a reason. I think Bo Nix is doing something really good, especially at his age too. He's actually not that young of a guy, but he has a lot of college experience, a lot of it.
Mhm.
He's 26, no?
Yeah, he's up there, but I think he's playing really well. I think we needed Jerry Jeudy.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the Browns, I believe,
Right.
but I think he's bound to have a good year.
What about Taylor Swift? Does she three-peat? I meant the Chiefs. Apologize.
Yeah.
I love watching the Chiefs play because
Okay.
like their play style, their creativity, what their play is. I think Patrick Mahomes is just a baller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he has a very big stigma on him that, the refs, the script, NFL script,
yeah.
which I believe I believe they
People
do want
hate.
him.
People hate. People hate a lot, and people are always gonna hate when someone's doing good.
Right.
What's it called? I love watching Patrick Mahomes play. Can I perform like him? Can I throw those type of throws? Maybe not, but I love like the plays he makes. Like I specifically remember whenever it was Super Bowl against Tom Brady.
Okay.
He's literally falling and throws about like
Oh,
20,
yeah,
30
I
yards
remember.
on the field
Mhm.
accurately too. And
Have you done something like that before?
I think something close. I had my legs wrapped. My legs wrapped, and I'm falling actually. Yeah.
Like a bowling pin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm falling, and I have to like throw it. That's it.
Yeah, but his was sidearm. Yeah, his was
literally,
sidearm
like, he
fall.
was
It was-
horizontal
yeah,
to
I
the
remember.
ground,
Right.
throwing it.
Yeah, I
I've
remember
never
that
done
play.
anything that crazy. I've jumped when I throw, but
Do you think it's mainly all him, or it's also Andy Reid's play calling?
it's both. I mean, he's put Andy Reid is putting Patrick Mahomes in the best position. And then
Yeah.
if something goes wrong, he finds a way to get out of it and
Yeah.
find Travis Kelsey. Get the ball to him.
Wow, really? You're confusing the two?
No, they show her more than him at times.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
really
that's
do.
true.
Whenever
I know
it's
the-
first thing.
When they had the Super Bowl, you could actually bet on how many times they were going to show her
Wow.
throughout the game.
Really?
Yeah.
You took the over?
I didn't bet,
Oh.
but I know in certain sports books you can bet anything. So they had that. I don't remember what the over was. I think it was like 14, 15, something like that.
That's crazy.
Probably more than that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. And then they also had one too. Obviously, I'm sure you've heard of this one where how long the national anthem is going to be.
Oh
So-
yeah, it's like 2 minutes. or
Yeah, I
3
think it was like
minutes.
2:18 or something like that.
I've seen that. I've seen the color Gatorade that they pour on the coach.
Mm-hmm.
If it's orange or
Oh yeah. That
Oh,
one too.
yeah.
Yeah. What color Gatorade? I wonder if people cheat that. I don't know. Maybe someone on the sidelines they put a bet in like I'm the one pouring the Gatorade. You know,
I don't know about that.
I wonder.
because that's easy money if
That
you're on the
could be a
sidelines. No.
possibility.
It is, but would that be like against the NFL gambling?
It probably would, but you know, people have had their ways. You know, maybe a family friend
tells them bet on this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. That's smart.
that is true.
Yeah, like there was this one incident with a baseball player, arguably the greatest baseball player at the moment, Shohei Ohtani.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That
He was
well,
doing that.
huh?
Was he doing that?
Well, a gambling incident came out, and then you know all of a sudden they wanted a statement, blah blah, because that's a very big deal. I mean, you're gonna get suspended for that.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's the greatest. Like he's the face of the MLB right now.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening? They did their investigations, and it was his interpreter that was
Oh my
betting. But a lot of people don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But other people are like, they already said it's the interpreter. Like, of course it was the interpreter. I don't believe it. Personally, a lot of guys in that position, they have gambling problems.
That's true.
But he wasn't betting on himself. He was betting on other things.
Mm.
But that's what they said. It was his interpreter. So maybe he took the fall. Maybe it actually was the interpreter. I mean, Michael Jordan had a gambling problem.
That is true. Yeah.
A lot of people with that
Spoke
position.
about that very highly.
Yeah, but
Stop betting when you lose, man.
yeah, he probably got paid handsomely if it wasn't him,
Mm-hmm.
allegedly.
That's true.
That's good right there.
I think so.
Okay.
Well, guys, that was the second Archetype podcast with our special guest, NIL athlete,
That's Chavez.
aka AC14.
AC14.
Yes.
And what was it to you?
To me,
Yeah.
AZ.
AZ.
Just straight AZ.
AZ.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd like to say a thank you to Duke behind the camera.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Duke.
him.
Thank you.
Very good help. It's
And
pretty much
that right there was with your host Javi, and
Javi.
Boom.
Till next
appreciate it.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for having me.